Okay, sorry guys. Welcome in. Hello everyone. I forgot my coffee, so I had to go back and get it. So I apologize. So there's that. All right, you guys know my spooky Halloween cup. Coffee Scream Sugar. So sorry about that. I know it looked kind of weird with me jumping back in screen. All right, so you guys saw on my thumbnail, hopefully, that this live is going to be about Miss Charletta Grau. I hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly. If I'm not, I apologize. I do ask that you are respectful. I don't have it turned on subscribers only mode, so I don't feel like people should have to subscribe to hear her story. If you don't want to subscribe to my channel, that's your choice. Normally I do turn on subscribers only to keep trolls out, but I'm not going to do that on this live because I just want to get her name out there. I want to get her face out there. But as I ask, FarQ is in chat. She does know how to sling a wrench, so be respectful or be gone. That's all I ask, guys. I hold these cases dear to my heart. I hold my credibility dear to my heart. And this is not about clicks. It's not about views. It's not about money. It's not about any of that stuff. This is about getting her name and her face out there, some traction, and end game bringing her home. So I'm going to go through comments real quick because we all know I get lost and don't check comments. But I do have both screens tonight, so hopefully I won't be too terribly behind on chat. And I'm going to kind of watch to see if I need to handle anything. So pinned at the top of the chat is Pinellas County's office, the detective Prasad that is in charge of Etta's case. And I'm going to refer to her as Etta because that's what she prefers to be called. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get comfortable. So this is my first live on Etta. I did do a short on her. I created her a flyer. The Awareness Foundation has created her a flyer. And of course, my amazing community that I love, love, love. You guys know I love you guys. Are working in the background on some good advocacy and getting some good advocacy going as far as some networking and more coverage for her case. So Missing in America is Etta's dad. He says, thank you for everything you're doing to help me find my daughter. So I have spoke with him on the phone. He is heartbroken, guys. Just heartbroken. Just wants to bring his daughter home. Amazing, loving father. Just his voice absolutely will break your heart. And I'm going to share a couple of different websites, and I'm also going to share the Tampa Bay News Channel 10 interview that they were able to do with Dad. And big shout out to Tampa Bay 10. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing her face, sharing her case, sharing her name, and giving her father a safe place to speak. Shvar Q, hello, hello. Thank you for sharing. She said, I'll be back heading home from the cats. Okay, love, be safe. And like I said, Missing in America, it's my honor, and you're welcome to come up on panel. I don't normally open panel. Sometimes I do open panels, but not very often. But you are welcome to come up if you would like to. I'll shoot you the link on Facebook because I'm on my laptop, so I wouldn't. Well, yeah, I guess no, I can't send the StreamYard from my phone. Either way, I'll send it to you on my Facebook. There's Thor. Hello, honey. Welcome in. Welcome in. And Dandelions. Hello, my love. Thank you for coming in. I know Frankie has a live at 8, so I don't want to overlap Frankie, but I feel like it's really important. And this is how I roll, guys. So I get tagged on Twitter, and that's not always on Twitter. Sometimes I have families that reach out to me individually. I get tagged on Twitter along with a bunch of other advocates that are credible advocates. I'm here in Florida. I'm in Orlando. I was furious that I've never heard this baby's name. I've never seen her face. So I'm honored to have been brought in as an advocate to share her face, share her name. Let's share, guys. Her posters can be found on my community wall. They can be found on my Twitter. They can be found on my Facebook. And if you need them, I can email them to you. Barq saying hello, hello. She just got home doing dogs, fruit, and yogurt. That that sounds like spoilt dogs. And there's my sister. Hello, hello, welcome in. Okay, so let's get down to the meat and taters here. So I'm gonna start out with the Charley Project. They do some amazing work. And let's do it this way so we can share the screen. So I'm going to start out with the Charley Project. I'm going to share their website. Guys, up here at the top, you can see that you can donate to the Charley Project. They do amazing work. Amazing work. So this is Charletta Lynn Grau. And those of you that know my real name, I'm Christy Lynn. So, you know, makes me feel very special to share my middle name with such a beautiful girl. She has been missing since August 27th, 2022. She's missing from St. Petersburg, Florida. She is endangered missing. She does have a purple alert. That's not on here. I'm just sharing that as additional information. She is female. Her race is white or Caucasian. Her date of birth is 7/18/2003. It's 2023. She's 20 years old. At the age of her going missing was 19, I believe. And Dad, if you're still in chat, you can correct me. She's 5'4" and 100 pounds, guys. So she's tiny. I'm 6 foot. She's tiny. Medical conditions. Etta suffers from multiple mental disorders and has the mental capacity of a 7-year-old. So that's a little off. When I spoke to Dad on the phone, her mental capacity is between about 9 and 12. Caucasian female, brown hair, brown eyes. Grau's nickname is Etta. She has a scar on her forehead and her ears are pierced. Etta was last seen near 10th Street and 4th Street, just off Park Street, north in St. Petersburg, Florida. That's Pinellas County for those of you that are not from the area and you want to look up by county. On August 27, 2022, there were reports that she traveled to Tennessee with an unknown man, but there was no evidence to sustain this. She's previously lived in Illinois and has family in the state of Indiana. She has never been heard from again and is missing under suspicious circumstances for unclear reasons. Okay, Etta was not reported missing until March 12th. Few available details in her case. Okay, so I'm going to stop there and I'm going to explain just a little bit. So for those of y'all that are new or you may not be new to the missing, but I want to give you a little bit of educated information. So as sad as it is and our system is broken, if you are an adult, you have the right to go missing because there needs to be a whole lot of reform done. So if you're a grown adult, you have the right to go missing. Parents, mothers, fathers, grandparents, whomever's, in charge of that child, adult, missing person, especially an adult, has to fight tooth and nail with local law enforcement to get a missing report actually put out there, because they, in their minds and in their regulations, an adult has the right to be missing. Yes, she is an adult. However, with her disabilities, she could possibly be in a lot of danger. And her father and myself and a lot of advocates that are good people are highly concerned. All right, so next I'm going to share her NaMus. And guys, it might seem like I'm sharing a lot of the same information, but I want to show this is how you find credible information on a missing person. These websites work hand in hand with law enforcement. And I have nothing against the blue, the guys that do their jobs, hoorah. Like, thank you for what you do. Those that don't do their jobs and don't do what they need to do, I don't want to miss any chat, guys, so I'm scrolling up real quick so that way I can hit your comments. Okay. So these are credible websites. If you don't have NaMus, bookmark NaMus. Excuse me, I'm gonna. You guys know I got the funk at CrimeCon, so I'm still kind of trying to get over that, and I have emphysema, so it's fun to try to get over the funk. So I apologize if I have to mute to clear my throat. So you can also reach out to law enforcement, and if it is information that can be released publicly, and what I'm going to say is very important, if it has not been released by the family or law enforcement, do not spread misinformation. Please, I beg you, please don't spread a misinformation. You are allowed to have your opinion. Keep it to yourself. The speculation nation, just going to leave it at that, hurts the credibility of cases. It hurts the integrity of cases. So I'm going to stop there because this is not a soapbox rant. This is a live about Etta, and I want to try to keep focused on Etta, but you guys know how I feel about some of these grifters. And if you're listening to the sound of my voice and you want to cover Etta's case, please do it responsibly. I beg you, please do it responsibly. Okay. So we're going to share her NaMus. So I'm going to pull her NaMus up. This is her NaMus, and her NaMus case number is MP101413. And it has a lot of the same information. Like I said, it'll seem like I'm repeating information, but I'm trying to show these websites so you guys have credible websites to be able to go to and find information. My stomach's a little wonky today. Okay, so August 27th, St. Petersburg, Florida, 19 years old, current age 20. And then it has her name, 5'4", roughly 100 pounds. This NaMus was created on March the 16th, 2023. Missing location is St. Petersburg, Florida. She is not travel, according to this. It was reported, and what they did was pretty much the same information, but I am going to read it. Etta was reported missing under suspicious circumstances and allegedly was last seen September 2022. Throughout the investigation, there have been statements that Etta might have traveled to Tennessee with an unknown male. However, there is no evidence to support these statements. Etta previously resided in Illinois and has a family both in Illinois and Indiana. Etta has been entered in NCIC and FCIC as a missing endangered purple alert. If any contact with Etta, please take appropriate action and notify Pinellas County Sheriff's, and that's the number and the detective that's pinned at the top of chat. Or no matter where you are in the United States, you can call 911. 911 will take your call and they will get the information to the appropriate law enforcement. This says the date reported was March the 12th, 2023. That does not mean the date that she was reported missing. That's the date that it was uploaded onto this website. And that's another reason I'm going over this website, because some of the information could be confusing if you're not familiar or if you're new and things like that. So I always feel like education is just as important as advocacy. Okay, her case number is SO, and that's Sierra Oscar 23-83119. Okay, and then that talks about who her specialist program person is. And what that is the person from NaMus. Now, if anybody is not familiar with NaMus and how NaMus got started, I look into the murder billboard of Tennessee, District 13, and you'll get a good understanding of how NaMus got started. It's kind of funny how we live in a small world. So I'm also going to share the interview that Tampa Bay 10 did with Dad. And again, big shout out to Tampa Bay 10. The link to the video is down in the description. The link to her NaMus, the link to her Charley Project is also in the description. Okay, so we're going to share the screen. I do have 2 monitors hooked up, but I'm watching chat on my other monitor in case I have to sling a wrench. But it looks like I have a couple of mods in here, so I should be all right. But I still want to keep it up on that side. All right, so we're going to share this, and it's going to mute me. Hopefully, if not, I'll mute myself. Let me see if it muted me. And I'm going to turn my camera off because if I don't, it is going to
A dad in Pinellas County is desperate to find his daughter who disappeared now more than a year ago. 19-year-old Charlesetta Grau, who goes by Etta, hasn't been seen since last September. 10 Tampa Bay Shannon Clough talked one-on-one with her dad, who is pleading for help to find her.
Like she walked off the face of the world.
Anthony Grau tells me his daughter, Charlesetta Grau, who goes by Etta, was last seen September 2022 here in Pinellas County at the Crosswinds Mobile Home Park, where she was staying with friends.
She got up in the middle of the night and disappeared from this park last September.
Since then, no one has been in contact with her, something her dad says is unusual for his daughter, who is always posting on social media.
For not being on social media, there's something terribly wrong.
He fears without any communication with family or friends, Etta could be in danger.
The concerns are she's no longer with us.
While Etta is 19 years old and technically an adult, the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office issued a purple alert for her because she has a mental disability.
She's got the mentality of a 9 to 11-year-old,
which makes him even more concerned.
I feel my daughter is in danger.
The Pinellas County Sheriff's Office states there have been statements Etta could have traveled to Tennessee, but no evidence to support that. Regardless, her dad searched.
I've already been to Tennessee, I've been to the Carolinas, I've been to Georgia.
He says she's never been off the grid like this.
Never has this appeared before.
Now, with the help from private investigators, his goal is to bring Etta home.
I'd be complete again.
In Pinellas County, Shannon Clough, 10 Tampa Bay.
Investigators with the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office say that the case is open and active, so they will not comment on it. But if you know anything about Etta's whereabouts, deputies urge you to contact them.
did. Okay, let me try that again off mute. So I apologize if that was super choppy. And I'm in, you guys know, swamp signal, and he's got the TV on, so sometimes it causes it to be a little choppy, but I'll rerun it if I need to, so you guys can clearly see. And like I said, we do have Anthony in chat, so I ask you please be respectful. Okay, so I'm going to go through some more comments here. I think this was everybody saying hello, hello. Yeah, I already went through those, so we're going to scroll down past that. Okay, there's Drifty. You don't have to subscribe, but please like and share this video because the like button is free. You leave some touch DNA on there, and that helps get the video out. If you would subscribe to the channel, that'd be great, because I'm trying to grow the channel so that way I can help get more missing faces out there and more missing stories. So it's everybody saying hi. Thor says, my oldest daughter studies at NASA in Orlando. She will make awareness of this case as well among the students. Thank you so much. And Thor, if you want to hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, or send me an email, truecrimewithsunshine@yahoo.com. Nightbot should drop my email. I can send you a flyer either mine or the Awareness Foundation, whichever one you prefer. And I would much, much appreciate it. That would be awesome. Thank you, Thor. You're amazing. I have a beautiful community over here, and I appreciate everybody. And yes, our system is broken. And Missing in America, thank you for everything you're doing to find my daughter. You are so welcome. It is my honor, and thank you for trusting me with your daughter's case. I appreciate that. Absolutely, Dandy. Trust the family. And FarQ says all systems are broken. Saying hello to everybody. Let me mute first. Sorry, I have a very needy min pen that thinks that she is all of everything. So this is all the love going out to Anthony. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Find it and look. No. I shared on X at Missing in America. Thank you. Dandy, do I follow you on there? If not, find me, please. Thank you, Far, for dropping NaMus. So this is NaMus's whole website. And her direct link is down in the description. I turned my camera off. I'm smoking, and you guys know I don't smoke on camera, so I don't hide nothing. I'm human. We got you, Mom. That's why we love you. Thank you, Thor. And I love you guys too. I really, really do. You guys mean the world to me. And Anthony says, I am Etta's father. Thank you for everyone who's watching this and help me find my daughter. Absolutely. You are more than welcome. Absolutely more than welcome. Absolutely. Just a second here. Let me 1 second. I've got a Give me just a minute. I'll deal with it in a minute. This live is about Etta and Etta missing. So thank you everybody for being respectful in chat. This live is strictly about Etta. Thor says, you bet, brother, at Missing in America. At Missing in America, sending you love our way. I can't imagine. It may have been froze. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize I had like 27 tabs open, so I'm so sorry. And we're sending love to you too, Anthony. And if you need anything at all, you have my phone number. You have my Facebook. You can call me. You can text me. If you just need somebody to talk to, I'm here. I'm here. And one of the other really awesome advocates that we work with, she said I'm rough around the edges, and I am. And you guys know me that are here in my community. You guys know that I will not tolerate disrespect, and I will not tolerate misinformation. I put a post on my community wall. If you see me in a drama chat, don't think any less of me. I'm only there to stop misinformation. So thank you guys for understanding. Sharing is caring. And I'll come back on in just a minute. Sending love and light. You said never mind, your internet sucks. I get it. Thank you, everyone, for helping find my daughter. It's so important. Sharing is caring. It was probably buffering. It's possible. I shut down all my tabs, so it may have helped it a little bit better. And yes, Promise Roads, welcome in. I always love seeing new faces. And yes, I do know most of the people that are normally in here. So thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for being here tonight. It's very important that we get her name out there and her face out there and bring Etta home. That's our end game. What Dad was able to tell me is that she is a very, very sweet girl. She's very friendly. She's happy. She's outgoing, amazing personality. And like my oldest son, I feel like she meets no strangers. And in one sense, that's a beautiful thing. In another sense, it's absolutely terrifying. Let's see. Thor says, I am up in Maine, but we'll make sure her face gets named out. Thank you. Thank you, Thor. Thor is amazing, guys. He's great. I found him in Alley. He found me. Great. And yeah, my heart breaks too. Let me turn myself back on camera so that way you guys can see. My heart is breaking. Believe me. I sat for almost an hour on the phone with Anthony, and he just wants help, guys. He just wants his daughter home. I've reached out to a couple of creators. I reached out to 2 really large channels, and then I reached out to a couple of smaller channels and asked to please share her name, please share her face, please share her story. I dropped links that are credible links that are, sunshine approved to share. I've also reached out to some of my Tennessee families from the Tennessee Murder Billboard to see if we can't get some flyers their way and get some people to hang some flyers for us, because she could be anywhere, guys. She could be anywhere. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world. Please screenshot or message me and I will get you a flyer to share. There's Thor again. He's awesome. I'm sorry, I cannot imagine. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. It's absolutely heartbreaking. It's good. It was just me. You're good, ma'am. I never know. Let's see. That would be great, Mom. Okay, like I said, just hit me up, Thor, and I will get you some flyers, or it's on my community wall. I know YouTube's a little weird about stealing stuff off the community wall. I don't know if you can. Like certain phones, like my iPhone, does not let me save and copy stuff, so I have to screenshot it and then crop it. So however you need to do it, just let me know. I will get you flyers. Let's see. There you go. There's my email. If you need a flyer, have a case, there's my email. Grab my email. That's my channel email. And you can always comment on a video and say, hey, I sent you an email, and I will immediately check my email and I will get back to you. Thank you, goodness. You're so welcome, Anthony. You're so welcome. If you need anything at all, just let me know. Like I said, I build army. I am the army for the voiceless. And right now, Etta doesn't have a voice for herself simply because we don't know where she is. We have no way to lay eyes on her without looking for her. That's why it's so important. If you see something, say something. Okay, the think tank. There's Frankie. Hi, sweet love. That's my Twitter. Guys, if you aren't following me on Twitter, hit me up. Frankie says she will do something tomorrow. Frankie is another really good creator, Anthony. She's an awesome person. She's in Canada, and she will make sure that she puts out credible information as well. Let's see. I'm not good on X Mind of Monsters. I have to share it. I have no idea how to navigate it. It's okay. It took me, I've made my Twitter back in 2000, I think. 2001, something like that. And I literally just started using it 2 years ago. So now I'm a beast. Everybody's saying hello, 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 the think tank. Hiya, Thor. See, Missing in America, you are among the finest people on YouTube here, my friend. You are, because I don't put up with no kind of junk. I don't put up with no kind of drama. It doesn't happen in this chat. Like I said, I've got great mods in here, and I'll sling a wrench myself if I have to. I hope she's found safe too. That's the game plan, is to bring her home safe. Let's see. I'm in Texas. I will share her flyer. Thank you so much, Promise Roads. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Sending you love. Sharing is caring, guys. Thank you. Thor says thank you. Says, I want my daughter home. It's my dream to have her back. He just wants her home. This is a loving single dad that raised his kids the right way, works every day, does his best to provide for his family. And that's all he wants in the end, is to bring her home. No parent, and I speak from experience, wants to have to share their baby's face on a missing flyer. No parent wants to have to sit and hold their phone in case they call because they're missing. Let's see, you're near Dallas. So a lot of people traveling through there too. Thank you so much. And anybody that has connections to a small business, if you can get them to post a flyer, that would be great. As many places that we can get her face out there, the better. Let's see. Dandy said, that's really terrifying. Please let her be safe and rescued. Yeah, right. Right. See, I can fully understand my friend missing in America. So Thor has 3 daughters. See, I have no words. I just want to hug you. Facts, dude. Facts. Like, I'm not a huggy type person, but when it comes to my families, let me tell you what, I got to wrap my arms around Bethany. Her brother Vlad is missing out of Orlando, Florida. And I bet we hugged like 5 times. I went to walk away and hugged her again because, my heart goes into this. It's not a hobby, it's a passion. And I'm not a sleuth. You guys will never see me on a live looking through people's Facebooks and all that stuff. I'm an advocate. There's a difference in an internet sleuth and an advocate. There's a huge difference, guys. Says, my son is watching and he wants his sister home. There you go. See, I didn't want to mention him without you mentioning him, but she does have siblings. And that's all he wants. That's all they want is they want Etta home. They want Etta home. You guys know that my channel was originally Sunshine 1979 Army for the Voices. That was way too long. I changed it to True Crime with Sunshine. And then I did change it to Mind of Monsters because that's what I do. I swim in the minds of monsters. If someone has taken Etta, then they are a monster. And they need to be held accountable. Much love. Much love. Sending all kinds of love. Yeah, we are here for you. And this is a great community. Let's see. I've lived with my daughter missing for over a year now. My life has been hell since she's been missing. I can only imagine. My son was missing for 5 days, had a mental breakdown, and tried to unalive himself. And I'm calling Nashville police. I'm calling the TBI. I'm calling everybody you could think of in Tennessee. I spent 25 years of my life in Nashville. And I'm literally screaming at the rooftops. It took a little bitty town of 500 people to get a detective to contact Metro Police and say, help this woman. When we found him, he was barely breathing. But I am blessed enough to say that my son's still with me and we were able to find him. That's why we never give up. We never, ever give up. All right, Dandy said, I wish I could wrap my arms around everyone that is going to sleep with a missing loved one. Exactly. Exactly. And like I was explaining to Anthony on the phone, and I've said this to so many of my families, when you have a missing family member, then you're questioning yourself. Do I deserve to watch TV? Do I deserve to get something to eat? Do I deserve to do this? Do I do normal life things? Because in the back of your mind, you're thinking, where's my kid? Is my kid eaten? Has my family member eaten? Are they safe? Do they have everything they need? Are they cold? Are they wet? And you guys know how I feel about cold cases. We shouldn't have cold cases, and a child should never be cold, especially not a cold case. Okay, I think I caught up on everybody's comments. So thank you all for being here. This is my first series of lives that I'm going to do for Etta. I am going to get with Anthony and work on a time and date where I can get him on panel and he can come up and talk about Etta, because you guys know what I like to do. I like to bring my families on panel, and I like my families, and I'm going to bring up some pictures of her too while I'm talking. So I know you guys love looking at me, but I'm not the reason for this live. So I should already have this pulled up. When I pull up a bunch of stuff, guys, I'll be honest, my internet starts acting all wonky. And then you guys are like, hey, it's buffering. So I'm trying to keep from as much buffering as I can. But I do want her face on the screen while I'm talking about Etta. So the pictures that I'm going to share, guys, these are from her Facebook. These are publicly shared. And I'm not asking you to go to her Facebook and start creeping or any of that kind of mess. That's definitely not what we're looking for. But you guys can see here, pink hair. My girls in their pink hair. Guys, remember that Michaela Standard is still missing and she's pink hair as well. the cute little filters. I think that's Snapchat. You guys correct me if I'm wrong because I don't use them. But I love this picture. Love it, love it. So I'm going to leave that up on screen because it's important, guys. It's super important to show her face and to share her face and share her flyer. And you know, we want to bring her home to Anthony. He's a special person and I'm honored to be able to work with the missing. I'm available to work with anybody that's missing. You guys know that a lot of the community and the way I got my channel started with Summer Wells. Yes, she is tagged in this video. The reason she's tagged in this video is because I need people that are in Tennessee that care about these missing people and these missing girls to share her face and share her name. The facts we have in Summer's case is she's missing, and that's it. What's been released on TBI, those are facts. That's what we know. Anything past that, I'm not discussing. You will not hear it on this channel because this is not a speculation channel. This is a channel for the voiceless. Okay, so let's see. We got some more. He says the missing. Dandy says she's in tears. I'm sorry, my love, but you guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. And that's what my community does. My community, they pour their heart and soul into these cases. Missing in America, I'm here for you and yours. My boy was missing 7 years ago. I got no help and I found him. And FarQ is my day one mod. She's amazing. I love her dearly. She's in Australia and she is a beautiful human being. Let's see. It looks like my internet's going to drag here. Love it when the internet drags. Keys bring her home. Exactly. That is the key. And there's the missing. Hello, love. Thank you so much. So the missing, and my computer just took her comment down, is the amazing advocate that brought me in on Etta's case. She's a very special person. If you guys are not following her on Twitter, please follow her on Twitter. She is an amazing person, amazing advocate, and she holds her credibility close like I do. Because credibility is so important in these cases, because if you lose your credibility in the missing community, you're not doing anybody any good. Because even if you share a face, you share a case, it's not going to get very far and nobody's going to listen because they can't trust you. So make sure that you think before you post. And I can't say that loud enough. Think before you post. It says anytime you want, I'm available. We may do it tomorrow night, Anthony. I'll get with you. I'll shoot you a text and let you know how my day's going. Everybody that is here in my community knows that Mr. Sunshine went through a bad car wreck. He's still in a wheelchair and he needs a lot of attention. So sometimes I'm not as available as I would like to be. And I also have dogs that are needy. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you found your son. Facts. Let's see, welcome and thanks for being here. The missing, she's awesome. Promise they can come home after years. Praying Etta does also. Absolutely. And if you guys actually follow the missing community, we see on Twitter a lot of the "we love you" rough around the edges. It makes you real. Thank you for helping Anthony and Etta, truly. And the Runaway Truth is another amazing advocate that is part of bringing me into her case. And I am rough around the edges. They know that. I'm from Western Kentucky, y'all. I'm as rough as they come because I don't mince my words and I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm also not giving out, trigger warnings and all that kind of stuff because this is a true crime channel and that's what I do. So you guys know that when you come into my live, be prepared and use self-care, please and thank you. Hey, the missing, glad you could be here. Absolutely. There we go. There's my girl. Hashtag bring them all home because all the missing matter. No matter what your demographic, your preferences, any of that. It doesn't matter. All of our missing matter. And you're so welcome, love. I appreciate you guys. Dandy Park Q is the ish. We love her. She's amazing. She's my Aussie sister. We share a soul. You guys just don't even know. Let's see, Dandy, you're beautiful. We love you. We do love Dandy. She's freaking amazing human being. Missing in America. Anthony says, I will never give up on my daughter. She's my daughter and my life. I feel that. I feel that absolutely. That is absolutely fine with me anytime you want. Perfect. So I'll go ahead and I'll get with you in the morning, and then we'll set up a time. I'll get a thumbnail made, and I'll put it out a little bit early so that way people know that I'm going live, and we can get as many people in here as we possibly can. Thank you for everything you do. You're so welcome. You are so welcome, guys. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate everybody that took time out of their Saturday night to come in and hear Etta's story and see Etta's beautiful face and understand that she has a family that loves her. She's a real human being. She's not a story. She's not a case, and she's not a flyer. She is a real missing person with a real family and a real younger brother that's listening to the sound of my voice and watching the chat. That is why I ask that if you're in this chat, please be respectful. I didn't even read that, y'all. Missing in America, my 21-year-old is on this stuff and an abusive relationship. It's gut-wrenching as a parent. It is. It is. Believe me, my son, you guys know that I don't make anything like, I'm not trying to be out here and be like, oh, I'm a such and such. No, I'm a mom that struggles with boys. One of them they're both amazing boys. One of them has never ever dabbled or touched anything. The other one is a recovering drug addict. And he's the one that had a mental breakdown and that we lost. And sometimes you guys see him in chat, but he's having a rough time right now. So he's not here at the moment. Or I don't see him. He might be lurking in the bushes, but I don't see him here in the chat. Okay, let's see. Missing in America. Okay, I already read that. She is absolutely stunning young lady. She is. Look at that beautiful face, guys. She's so pretty. I can't wait to wrap my arms around her. I'm available anytime. I don't sleep much, doing everything I can to find my daughter. Exactly. And guys, I was going to wait to run this live because I actually was digging for one of the law enforcement's posts, and I was unable to find it. And I'm not going to talk a whole lot publicly about this until I wait for the detective to call me back. It's been 3 hours. You would think that I would have gotten a call back by now. But I reached out to see if I can't get her put on the weekly bulletin in another state where she could possibly be right now. So hopefully that detective will get back with me and we'll be able to get some more movement on her case and get her face out there and spread it far and wide. Because guys, if you follow me on Twitter, you see I have an amazing, amazing following on Twitter. I have some great people on there. Almost immediately when I shared her face and shared her flyers, Jennifer Coffendorfer was on top of it. SF Investigates. I had private messaged him. He was on top of it. I have a lot of other really good, credible people that are sharing and caring and not speculating and really, working together. The missing here in chat. Anthony Missing in America is here in chat. The Runaway Truths here in chat. These are all great people. Absolutely great people. Showing some love. Let's see. Bless you, lady. I truly appreciate the shout out. You didn't need to do that. I do. Because, and anybody that's in this chat, I don't know if you've ever been in one of my lives before, but I don't shout out channels very often. I don't shout out other people very often unless I absolutely have worked with them myself personally. And I know that they are credible and that they're here for the right reasons. Because in the past, I have put myself and almost stuck my foot in the mud by sharing creators that don't care. By sharing creators that are here to make money off of these cases. That's not why I'm here. The 30 days that this channel was monetized, every penny of that money, if I'd ever gotten it, which I didn't, and I showed the other night on my live, it's still trapped in my studio, went to billboards. Every penny, whether it was, and just what got donated in the chat was not all that got put in. because a lot of that, I work 40 hours a week. So it's, I'm not on here all day like I'd like to be. I pop in chats on lunches and on breaks. If I'm not on the phone with family members on my lunch, I do pop in at different chats. And most of the time I'm just like, hey, y'all, showing some love, hitting the like button, sharing out the video, because normally I'm not available for the whole time, because you never know what I got going on. You never know what I'm doing or where I might be lurking in the bushes, because I be lurking in the bushes. Especially if you're covering one of my cases, I'm going to be lurking in your bushes. Thanks, guys. Life is tough, coming out hard at all the angels. Sending love to you, Anthony. Anthony, I hope you see all this love you're getting from my beautiful ladies and gentlemen here in the chat. This is an amazing, amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. I try to be a queen. Aw, sweetheart. Love you. Thank you, truly. You're awesome, and you're very, very, very welcome. Yes, such a bright light in the dark. And that's what we're here, is to shine the light through the darkness, because we know that what happens in the darkness always comes to light. And you guys know that I love this story, and I'm going to share it again because I feel like it's really important. If you follow me on Twitter, and if you look up in the top right-hand corner, you see my sharing the light in the darkness. If you look at the bigger version of that, it's a lamp. A lot of people call them hurricane lamps. Where I'm from, they're called Colo lamps, because I'm from Kentucky. So railroad workers would fill these lamps because sometimes they would work into, early in the mornings and late at night. And they'd use these lamps, these Colo lamps or hurricane lamps, whichever part of the United States you're in. They would use these lamps to find their way through the darkness. There's actually a beautiful story about a young girl that walked, I want to say 5 miles to get help for a family member. And it's a war story from way back in the day. And that Colo lamp was the only thing that she was able to see through the pitch black woods. Because I'm from the sticks, y'all, and it gets dark. We ain't got no street lights. We in the country. We ain't got no street lights. So I try to be that lantern, and I want to shine my light through the darkness. And hopefully I can inspire others to shine their light bright as well. The more people who are absolutely looking, the better chance we have of finding the missing facts. Absolutely facts. That's why at the end of every live, you'll always hear me say it takes a village to raise a child. Never give up. And if you see something, say something. And you guys know why. I'm going to share this real quick. This is one of my videos. I normally share this towards the end, but please don't forget, these babies are missing as well. Okay, Shauna, I just noticed that you don't have a wrench. I will take care of that after this live. I'll make sure to give you. Actually, you know what? I can do it now because I got both screens running. Let me make sure Shauna has a wrench. Welcome in, love. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so let's throw Shauna a wrench because I want my girls to all be able to share links and show love and do all the beautiful things that we do here on the channel. Okay, so I'm going to run through a few more comments. I'm not going to keep you guys too terribly long. There's Shauna saying good evening to everyone. Hello, my dear Shauna. Everybody saying hi to Shauna. Shauna's a beautiful person. Let's see. As the Beatles said, all we need is love. Facts. And I'm not going to sing for you guys. I might sing. All we need is love, love, love. But please don't unsubscribe from the channel because of my singing. We know with the little turtle video. I love to sing and be silly. I see the beautiful people who come to help my daughter. That's awesome. And bring them all home. That's our end game, guys. Bring them all home. Bring them all home. All of them. Because no matter who you are, all missing matter. All the missing matter. No matter what the circumstances are, all missing matter. And there's some more love for Anthony and his son. Sing it, girl. Y'all don't want me to sing. They'll tell you. They'll tell you if you haven't seen my video of the little turtle, my only toes, little turtle with his little stretched out toes. I can't hold a tune in a bucket. Can't hold a tune in a bucket. And I'm not gonna sit here and say I can. Well, y'all heard the Itsy Bitsy Spider song. That was about as best as y'all gonna get out of me with some singing. Because I ain't trying to run everybody off. I'm trying to spread awareness, not run y'all off. But you guys know how I feel. And if this baby's been abducted, we know that it wasn't no normal person that took her. We know it wasn't no credible human being that values life that took her.
Have been. Let's see, I don't know. Let me think. Let me knock on Mr. Noggin. Who could trick us into doing that? Could have been Satan.
Because we know it wasn't no good person. So it had to have been him. Because he gets in your mind. And that's not on a religious level. That's on whatever your choice may be. Because it doesn't happen. You like that? You should see my only toes. I love my little only toes turtle. But as always, guys, thank you so much for being here. Pickers, even though we don't have memberships anymore, you guys are still my brain pickers, and I love you, love you, love you. And we don't allow trolls on this channel, and we know that my mods will sling wrenches to keep things respectful for families. Will be eaten because this is not about drama. This is about missing people. Okay, I'm going to read a couple more comments. There's my night bot. Live the life of your dreams. Be brave enough to live the life of your dreams according to your vision and purpose instead of the expectations and opinions of others. Dandy says she's a bad singer. Say birds of a feather, right? Facts. I'm a terrible singer. I can sing church music and that's about it. And I'm sure not going to do that on here. But guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate everybody being here. And I'm going to go ahead and end this live because we know if it's too terribly long, we can't get people to watch it. So we don't want to do that. And always remember, you're braver than you think. You're stronger than you are. And you can do anything. And you guys know, if you see something, say something. Never give up. It takes a village to raise a child. And you're not alone. You're not alone. I'm always here. The people you see here in this chat are always here. And make sure you guys share out this video. Hit that thumbs up. Let's make sure we get Etta's face and name out there. If you need a flyer, please let me know. I will get a flyer to you, or one of the other great ladies you see here in chat will get a flyer to you. Comment on the video if you need a flyer, and I will get them to you one way or another. We'll figure something out. We got this. We're going to help Anthony bring Etta home because that's what we do. We are the army for the voiceless. Going to go through everybody's comments. Bring them all home. I'm going to go ahead and end the live, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you. You mean the world to me. You guys know you mean the world to me. You're my heart, my soul, my community. And these babies are my family, as well as they are yours. Thank you so much.